So as the Congress accuses the centre of compromising on India's farmers, on India's small and medium businesses, and in fact even on India's energy security and sovereignty, the government has now turned the tables, saying that if you go back to when the UPA was in power in 2008, and this was also a famous deal at that time, the India-US nuclear deal, Manmohan Singh had in fact staked the fate of his government and had won that vote very narrowly because of support from the Samajwadi Party and the BSP at that time. Gregory Schultz, who was the then US ambassador to the International Atomic Energy Agency, the IAEA, had said in July of 2008 that New Delhi had committed to submit its entire civil nuclear program to international inspection. The former ambassador said that New Delhi had committed to separate its military and civil nuclear activities and also committed to submitting its entire civil nuclear program to international inspection. So who traded with who, or who gave up India's secrets and India's sovereignty? That question is now being countered and put back to the opposition, and particularly to the Congress and to Rahul Gandhi. So while political barbs were flying thick and fast in Parliament, the question again boils down to, have we negotiated the best deal possible? Who has sold out who? And most importantly, can we now get on with it? Because we've had 6 months of awful bickering, almost an appending of the India-US strategic partnership. After much negotiation, after much back and forth, India finally has a deal which has competitive tariff rates compared to all our peers. Can we now get on with the business of exporting and importing? Tuhin Sinha is joining us, national spokesperson of the BJP. Anand Srinivasan is spokesperson of the Congress Party. Ashok Sajjanhar, former diplomat. Ajay Bagga is a market expert who's joining us. Let me start with you, Tuhin. Mr. Rahul Gandhi today says the deal risks crushing Indian farmers by opening up the agriculture sector. He says 18% tariffs are disproportionate. Before Mr. Trump, our average tariff rate was 3%. India did not negotiate on an equal footing. He also says that, for example, Bangladesh has managed to get a better deal in textiles if it's manufactured out of US imported cotton. So you basically, and the words Mr. Gandhi used were, Mr. Modi's government has sold out India, has sold out Bharat Mata. Please respond.
Well, good evening, Shraddha. Good evening, everybody. Rahul Gandhi today spoke in detail about, grip, choke, and tap politics, which essentially is a euphemism for his fakery, which he has been employing in the last several years without any gains. Now, when he talks about the budget, clearly he has not read the budget. He says that India has not made any provisions for supply chains, whereas the Indian Semiconductor Mission 2.0, as well as the rare earth corridor spanning 4 states, is precisely to address this concern. So he clearly does not seem to have read the budget. He talks about India selling data, whereas the biggest impetus has been given in this budget to data localization, which he again does not.
All right, we've just lost the audio. All right, go on. Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, go on.
The rights of our farmers. I think it needs to be very clearly told to him that India's farm sector, India's poultry sector is completely protected. There are barely 4 to 6 items which include red sorghum, which includes tree nuts, which includes dried distilleries grains, which includes fresh processed fruits, which would get a lower tariff.
Okay.
Barring that, the entire agriculture sector, the entire poultry sector stands protected. And even over there, the total tree nut imports to India was to the tune of $1 billion, which is, $1 billion of the total $1.7 billion agricultural dollar. So imagine, Indian farm, the imports, which will enjoy a lesser tariff of barely 4 to 6.
Okay, so let me ask Mr. Anand Srinivasan, agriculture is protected. This is the best deal that you could have got compared to all our neighboring countries, peer countries, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, etc. This is the best tariff rate you could have got. And India was one of the few countries that held out, that negotiated with Mr. Trump, did not succumb to Mr. Trump's bullying. And finally, you have this deal. And on every point that Mr. Gandhi has raised, on agriculture, on energy security, on data, all of those, the government has today countered.
No, where have they countered? There is a very famous acronym in America going around called Taco Trump. In the morning, what was put out as a fact sheet after Mr. Gandhi spoke and blistering speech, Taco Trump changed it and put out one more fact sheet. For all you know, tomorrow morning we may have a third fact sheet. So let us not take this as the final fact sheet. Let us look at the agreement. Let the agreement be signed. First of all, we have surrendered in the budget itself, we have surrendered the data protection completely, and you have allowed foreigners to access your data. We have already agreed to cap, the word has been used, is in the second term, to cap our digital taxes. And as of now, whatever the Department of Agriculture, Secretary of Agriculture of the United States has said, that India has agreed to import a lot of agricultural produce.
No. That was much before the joint statement came out. Sir, let's be very clear with the facts. The joint statement came out last Saturday morning. Brooke Rollins' tweet came out last Tuesday. No, one second, please. Let's be factual. Let's debate on facts. The four items. Sir, because you put out a wrong fact to our viewers.
You allowed the other gentleman to speak.
I rebutted him also. All I'm saying is, allow me 10 seconds to correct the facts. Number one, there are 4 items that have been exempted under agriculture. 3 nuts, soybean oil, certain fruits, and red sorghum and DDG, dry distilled grain. These are the 5 items that have been exempted as far as agriculture is concerned. Everything else is protected. Now, please go on.
No.
Okay, what?
There is no word saying, listen to me, there is no word in the fact sheet saying the rest of the items are protected. It is an assumption. You are assuming that it is protected. Tomorrow another fact sheet can come, as it has happened in the case of South Korea, where he has gone back and said, you have not done what you promised to do. And the Indian side and the US side have to sign an agreement together. What is being proposed is a fact sheet that is being put out by America. There is no joint statement.
No, I'm reading from the joint statement that was released on Saturday morning. These are the 4 items, agricultural items that have been exempt. Everything else is protected. Rice, wheat, maize, poultry, everything.
Let Saturday morning come. Today, as of today, you do not. If every 4 hours President Trump can change what he is saying.
Okay.
As of today, we do not, as we speak, there is no joint agreement